In today's date, brand new GPUs are off limits for most people due to the current prices, and because of that, most of us lean towards used GPUs. Now, the problem with used GPUs is that half of them on Facebook Marketplace and eBay have spent a year or two getting hammered 24/7 in a mining rig. Basically, these GPUs are mined, and mined equals bad. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to check and avoid paying for a mined junk. So let's get into it and save you some money. Before you plug this thing into anything, use your eyes and your hands. This step alone will filter out a chunk of bad cards. First, the fans. Spin each one gently with your finger. Mining rigs run fans non-stop for months, sometimes years. That's the part that dies first, way before the actual GPU chip does. If a fan feels rough or stops early when you spin it, that's a worn bearing. Second, the screws. Look at the screw heads on the back of the card. If they're rounded or stripped, someone's already opened this thing up. Maybe for cleaning, maybe for something worse. Either way, you want to know. Third, check for a warranty void sticker. It's not a deal breaker by itself, but if the card originally had one, missing or torn means it's been opened. Just look at the overall card. Dust embedded deep into the fan blades, yellowing on the shroud, a PCB that doesn't look so good. Trust your gut here. If it looks abused, it probably was. None of this takes more than 2 or 3 minutes, and it already tells you a lot before you even turn the thing on. This is probably the most important step in this whole video, so pay attention. So mining usually doesn't kill the GPU core. The core is actually pretty tough. What mining destroys is the VRAM and the cooling system, because mining algorithms hammer memory way harder than gaming ever does. So to actually know if a card is healthy, you need to stress the memory specifically, not just run a game and call it good. Here's how you do it. Download GPU-Z and HWINFO64, both free and simple to use. Pull those up so you can watch temperatures in real time. Then run a memory focused stress test. OCCT has a dedicated VRAM test built in, and it's honestly the easiest option for this. Let it run for at least 15 to 20 minutes. I know that sounds like a while when you're standing in someone's living room trying to buy a GPU, but heat related problems don't always show up in the first 5 minutes. While it's running, watch 2 things. 1, the VRAM temperature. Anything creeping past 100 to 105 degrees Celsius, that's a red flag. Healthy memory should hold steady well below that under a proper stress load. 2, watch the actual screen output. You're looking for artifacts, little colored squares, flickering textures, weird lines glitching across the image. If you see that at stock settings with no overclock running, that card's memory is already failing. If it gets through that whole test clean, stable temps, no artifacts, no crashes, that's a good sign. That card's memory is holding up fine, mining history or not. Now let's talk about the moments where you just say no and leave. No negotiating. Red flag 1. Driver crashes or the screen going black and resetting during your stress test. That usually points to unstable power delivery or a VRM that's overheating, not something you want to inherit. Red flag 2. Artifacts that show up even at completely stock clocks. We already covered this, but it's worth repeating because it's the biggest one. If the card can't handle stock settings without glitching, no amount of price discount makes that a good deal. Red flag 3. A modified BIOS that you can't explain. Pull the card's BIOS version in GPU-Z and compare it against the official listing on Tech PowerUp's database. If it doesn't match, someone modified it, usually to push power limits harder for better mining efficiency. That alone isn't always fatal, but combined with anything else on this list, it's a reason to be cautious. Used GPUs aren't something to be scared of. Prices right now practically force most of us into the used market anyway. But buying blind is how you end up with a dead card 3 weeks later. So if this video saved you from a bad purchase, then make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.